Hello there everybody and welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. So today I'm going to be going over a theory that involves a possible different outcome for the sequels. Some of you may have already heard this theory before, maybe on TikTok or on another YouTube video. This isn't my theory, I just want to make that clear. What I'm basically doing in this video today is I'm going to explain it to you and then add some of my own theories on why this could be true and maybe add some of my own evidence why this might not be true. So without further ado, let's go into the video. In episode 13 of season 4 of Star Wars Rebels, titled The World Between Worlds, Ezra Bridger finds himself in the World Between the Worlds. Palpatine has been searching for a way to access this realm for some time now. So why is this place so special, you might ask? The World Between Worlds allows you to travel to any time, past or present. Imagine the implications of a place like this. You could change history to play out the way you wanted to. So while Ezra was in this realm, he sees several different scenes from the Star Wars timeline. One scene he saw was the death of Ahsoka Tano, which happened earlier in the show. Right before Darth Vader is about to kill her, Ezra pulls her from the past into the World Between Worlds. After explaining the situation and a brief fight with Palpatine, they both leave to their respective timelines. However, because Ezra pulled Ahsoka out, she's able to survive, which is why we see her in The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. So the theory states that Ezra pulling Ahsoka out of her original timeline led to the creation of this new timeline. In the new timeline, Ahsoka is alive and able to help Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, give Grogu, or Baby Yoda, to Luke Skywalker. Without her, Din Djarin may possibly not have found Luke Skywalker. Remember, it was her who told him to go to Tython, which is where Grogu was able to send a signal out through the Force to other Jedi, which is how Luke found them. Also, Ahsoka probably taught Luke several things about the Jedi and the Jedi Order. She may have taught him about the flaws of the old Jedi Order, how they had fallen away from their true ways. Maybe how they expected too much of their Padawans. Maybe Ahsoka told Luke about her experience with leaving the Jedi Order. Also, Grogu does have a bit of the dark side in him. Having experience with a Padawan who has some of the dark side in him might have helped him to train Ben in this alternate timeline. In the sequel timeline, Luke might not have had the knowledge that he needs to properly train the next generation of Jedi. Maybe Ben Solo wasn't cut out to be a Jedi and never got a choice of whether or not he should leave, like Grogu did. These are just some possibilities. Okay, so that's the theory and some of my evidence and ideas of why it possibly might be true. So here's some reasons it might not be true. Number one, it does seem like some of the shows, including Boba Fett and The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch, have been setting up events in the sequel trilogy. Remember in the book of Boba Fett, Luke was kind of questioning things and was kind of unsure and insecure, even with Ahsoka there. Which does also somewhat happen in Legends, so it's not entirely impossible, but it looks like they're heading in that direction. Disney has also put a ton of time and energy into those movies. You know, they have theme parks and stuff based around it. I'm not sure they really want to head into the other direction, completely canceling out those movies. It's possible, but I just don't think they would do it. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Well, I'm not a big fan of the sequels and feel like they ruin Luke Skywalker and try to disrespect George Lucas and his legacy. I also don't know how I feel about alternate timelines and time travel in Star Wars. I also personally have stopped going by Disney's Star Wars timeline. I just don't like what they've done with some of the characters in their books and comics and shows, like Luke Skywalker. That's happening more and more frequently in a lot of the books and comics. So I've gone back to using the Legends timeline, which I like a lot better. I find that the Legends timeline seems to fit more with what George Lucas had envisioned. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you want them to do an alternate timeline, or do you want them to stick with the timeline they already have? Or possibly, are you like me and go by the Legends timeline? Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned something new. If you want to hear more theories, or you want me to talk about a theory you find interesting, let me know down in the comments. See you next video.